you're not having a good time. But if you're not having a good time, you're wasting your time. You say that every night.
Relationships and situationships and all things. Thank you so much.
Big Daddy Yum Yum, 265 gallons of pure milk chocolate. And you are watching the Social Dose. Let's get it, ladies.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Verbal Elixir with Avi and Nada. It's been a minute.
About 3 weeks.
It has?
Yep. Y'all missed us?
Yes, they have. Because y'all been telling us that y'all missed us. And I'm like,
somebody asked
y'all.
me last night, he said, you ain't sent me no podcast. I'm like, I got you.
Oh, shit, y'all. Yes, so we have been like overly busy.
Very.
Just being moms.
Working
is really working whooping our tail.
I feel like I've been getting 4 hours of sleep.
Literally.
I told somebody last night, I said, I'm so sleepy, I'm about to cry.
Oh, yes. And for the month of June, I'm not gonna be here, so Nada's gonna be taking the reins of that.
And we turning up
with special co-hosts, a few for the month of June.
I may just have one though.
Just one?
I don't need all the people.
I'm not going to be taking a break. I'm going to be busy.
She's gonna be gone. Maybe we can get her to tap in from where she's at one night.
Unfortunately, I won't be.
It'll just be me.
I can't have my phone. It is not jail, but it is almost damn near like.
So you're not gonna have your phone for how long?
For the 2 weeks for 2 weeks.
If that don't make you strong, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without my phone, y'all.
You better get your book, a piece of paper, and a pen.
Girl, only thing I'm thinking about is sleep. That's it.
Woo!
Just
no distraction.
I think they'll let us have our phones to call home and say Happy Father's Day.
Don't be crying and stuff.
I ain't gonna cry. No. It's like basic training all over.
You could be skinny.
I hope so. Yeah. I lost 20 pounds since February, so if y'all see that I look a little bit tucked in, it's not the stress. It's me doing the work.
I don't know if I'm lost weight. I have been eating bad, but I have not been doing the work.
I ate bad all weekend. I'm gonna eat bad tomorrow too. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about healing and how ghetto it is. So that's the topic. Healing is ghetto.
Very ghetto phase.
So let's talk about this because there was something that came up this past week. I think everybody know what's some that Danae and Derrick Jackson.
But I didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not attentive enough on social media, but I didn't see it. I don't have TikTok either, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, Donata's not on social media like I am. No. I be in that thing sometimes.
I tap in and tap out.
Yeah, so I have to tell her, just look at some of the clips so we can, because I watched the full 2 hours, some change, 2-part series.
In one day?
Interview. Yeah.
While you was at work?
Well, no, I had drove to my baby meet, so I ended up listening to it then.
The whole way?
Mm-hmm. And she discussed how she's healing, because I don't think that she's like fully healed, but she talks about how she's healing and some of the trauma that she went through with him. Oh, and let's just be honest.
Look, that trauma with a man take your breath away.
Mm.
That's the worst. That's the worst pain ever. It's like worse than death. It's about close to it. I say that.
It's close to it.
It's close to it.
That heartbreak. That very first high school heartbreak is, to me, is different.
That ain't nothing.
It's different from that grown woman. I was in love with you heartbreak.
I thought that heartbreak in high school hurt.
She was nothing.
But when it hit it, it hurt. It made me change my number.
It was tough, and I've seen a lot of women get on here, that I've seen get on and was like, oh, I'm glad she was transparent, but that could never be me.
Can't say that.
I'm here to say the traumatic relationship, one of the traumatic relationships that I've dealt with, it was some of you hoes. Yeah.
Because in a relationship, when you love a man, you like each woman has like it's not a number or an amount of hours or days that a woman gonna say I'm tired. It's when you're tired.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So don't say what you ain't gonna do.
Right.
Because you may say you wasn't gonna do this, but you find yourself loving this man so hard to where he did something you said you weren't gonna do. Like, it ain't that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it out because I love him. We're gonna get through this, right?
Right. Right. And for me, I feel like, look, I'm like, I'm gonna dress down. People looked up a cat. Ain't a desert no more.
She trying to show y'all.
Yeah, we gotta pay something. What you say? Nothing.
I thought I heard something, but I ain't gonna say
Nothing. Just broody stuff I shouldn't,
Okay.
The
pot is boiling.
Now, when it comes to healing, I remember, and so Donata has been with me through like the stages of some of these relationships.
She broke in the man's house.
I used to be called the burglar. And it's a nickname. It's like his friends.
I ain't gonna say you stole nothing.
No, I didn't say.
I ain't gonna say it's breaking in. You trying to catch a nigga in the egg neither.
I was on 10.
Cause I baby, let me tell you, I had then made a spare key, had then gave him his key back, and he didn't even know. And I had like pulled up on the street, and I knew someone right, and I got out and I rung it over his, and I turned my key. It's like I heard him breathing on the other side of the door. Okay. And when I went in, we went rolling on the ground, cause I went full speed. Don't play with me, okay?
I'm with you on that one.
I ain't got time for that no more.
Been there.
I'm talking about done it, and I just said to myself, now that I did say I can't do no more, but I ain't gonna say that I had did that again. But for sure, if I walk in and you got somebody in there, that's a wrap for me.
It is.
It is no such thing as us trying to fix this, because I'm always gonna think when I'm not here, you got somebody over here.
I agree.
So that for sure, I cannot do.
I agree.
Now I ain't gonna say he cheated on me, I ain't gonna forgive him, but I'm be mad at him. You know what? Going forward today, being that I made a big purchase, y'all. I got a new car.
Yes! It is nice.
I got a new car, and just being able to do that on my own, I ain't taking nothing, and you gonna have to buy me stuff. So
brand
you don't
new
want to
luxury.
If you don't want to luxury, if you don't want to buy me nothing,
luxury.
or you can't do anything for me, I ain't got nothing for you. Do not text me and ask me what I'm doing. Text me and ask me, do you need something going forward? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Paulisa. Paulisa has tapped in. Hey, Paulisa.
Next guest on the show, she might as well get ready.
Yes.
She might as well get ready.
Paulisa, you gonna have to come.
Yeah, she gonna have to be. She can be the co-host.
Yeah, you can be the co-host while I'm gone.
We can talk about some family stuff. Like Paulisa, me and Paulisa, she started working at AT&T right before I started working, which I think you and her man started together.
I think so. I can't remember. Probably.
Long story short, y'all, she's older than us, but I can relate to her in a lot of ways. Like if I ever get in a space and I need to call her and talk to her, like I sent her my new car that I bought. I sent it to her. Like that's a go-to person for me. I can call her, I can talk to her. She gonna give me some real advice. She's had 2 kids. Her and her husband, they're high school sweethearts, and they have like built like they're my dream. They're my dream family.
They built their
they give me
life.
hope.
It's beautiful.
I don't know, but when I think about a family, I'd be like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, to go from teen mother to successful, especially in a world like this, yes,
And like it's not, to me, to me, and I'm sure everybody have like their ups and downs, but to me, when I look at her and her family, like it ain't no faking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no faking.
It's not.
It's straight up. Like she told me that I got attitude today. I'd be like, okay. But for the most part, they're about their money. You know what I'm saying? They have their stuff going on. I have actually watched her with my eyes like progress.
Yes.
She's made a lot of accomplishments and she's still going. She got a son in a son in college. She got a daughter just graduated high school, going to college. Like they give me hope. I can't lie. She give me hope. So
and this can be
she might as well get ready because she's gonna be sitting on this couch or I'm going over there. So however she wanna do it.
Yes. So and I always say this. I don't know what it is about AT&T, but it seems like everybody that comes from AT&T,
They become family.
Family, and we know real successful.
Except one person.
I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna talk about why.
I just got mad, but you know what? For the most part, my AT&T family is still my family.
Yeah, we still
outside of AT&T.
She said, "Oh, y'all, yes, girl. We know we love her some more."
Yes, Lord. I can call her and have a good laugh about anything.
And I can say this because I remember coming into AT&T. Just I thought the police was gonna come get me at one point.
You didn't think they was gonna come get you?
I did.
That's why you was back there crying?
They need to call the police on me.
No, she didn't think the police was gonna come get her. She was crying because he called the police on her. Yeah. She wasn't worried about no police. I promise you.
I probably wasn't.
She wasn't.
But I was upset that he called the police on me. He didn't press some charges because I really would have whooped his ass then. Because no, I'm going to jail for a reason.
Did you take some?
Did I say something today?
Yeah.
No.
Look, so I had this boyfriend, and we had broke up. My feelings was hurt because we had broke up. Found out the nigga was married. Had all kind of stuff going on. So I had went to his mom and he had came to town. He went to his mom and daddy house. And he wouldn't talk to me, so I took his wallet and drove off.
I did that
And my cousin called me and said, I'm coming to get his wallet. I was like, I don't got his wallet. He said, yes, you do.
Yeah. I went to his job and he left it in the car and I took it.
I was like, this nigga ain't going nowhere tonight.
He said, he made a Facebook post too. He was like, and whoever took my wallet, he knew it was me. Whoever took my wallet, I'm going to get you by the end of the day to bring it back to my job or I'm calling the police because we got cameras.
You took it back.
I said, you know I got your wallet. Stop fucking playing with me.
I've done some. Honestly, I have not done no really, really dumb. Like I hadn't bust no windows or put no tires on flat. But I had one good fight with one boyfriend who was outside rolling in the grass. I got told by some ends and his daddy was like, I'm calling police on y'all. Y'all better get up. I'm like, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Tear him down.
Now, I'm at the point now where I'm just gonna block you and go on about my business.
Right. I don't even want that type of
I don't
drama.
want that energy around me.
Yeah, I don't.
I work too hard for that.
And it took a uber amount of healing to even get to this point. Like now I can laugh at this. And that's why I was saying like the whole Danae situation, how she laughed majority of the interview. I felt that because now I can laugh at it. It's funny. It's hilarious.
But it has took her time because when I listened to it, she definitely had to go through some stuff to get to her shit. Because that's not something you can talk about without crying.
No. And she was still tearing up. That's how I know sometimes like that healing is not linear. So it's going to be like an uphill battle. You know, it's going to be things that trigger you. You know, like I still kind of get triggered by certain relationship trauma.
Certain stuff I see.
Certain songs. I
be like, oh, I used to like this song.
I got my neck broken in this song. I didn't want to listen to it anymore. Like that was
good.
The sex would never be the same playing this song again. But
so do you feel like okay, so I had this talk with my friend with Rod, and the discussion was like, when you break up with someone, it just don't hit the same with somebody else. Do you feel like that? Like the sex is gonna be it ain't gonna get no better than that.
Every time I felt like that, God proves me wrong. Listen. Okay. God has proved me wrong.
It may not ever get better than that. I'm like, okay, friend. I was like, he was like, friend, I'm just telling you. He was like, you ain't gonna find nobody that do it better than the last.
You will. You gotta say you will, because I had. And I was like, I can't believe I settled for that motherfucker. When this one over here got his thumb in my ass.
Oh. that. I don't want it. Just leave it. No, leave that part alone. I mean, just rub it. Don't put your finger in there.
That's the tip. Just put the tip in there. Like I was like, yeah, it's possible. But I think I genuinely loved that person. So it wasn't just about the sex.
It's more to it. Like certain things you see trigger emotions.
Yeah.
Certain, like I said, certain songs or certain movies or certain places you go, certain foods you eat. Just snap is a hater because you're gonna snap and see some stuff from 3 years ago on this day. You be like, God dang it, I was doing good till I see this picture of you.
Snapchat really did.
It does. It brings back those emotions.
It does. It's traumatic because now Facebook, that was easy to like gotta go through those pictures and delete. You know, block numbers and stuff like that. I remember last year, I remember it was his son's birthday and I sent some money through Cash App.
He didn't get that.
That nigga sent it right on back.
You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah, he sent the bag.
What did you say?
I just said nothing. I just basically was like, okay, and I just blocked him. Like, I said, hey, because I always send the child money. I always send it every year, whether we have been friends or not.
I would have said thank you.
I didn't say nothing. Shit. It wasn't nothing to say. Give my money.
Give my money. Damn,
So,
he sent it back.
He sent it back. And
the book I'm reading, this is just off. This is on topic, off topic. In the book I'm reading, Ethic. I'm on Ethic 4. And Ethic and Elena are kind of like in a space where they're trying to date. She wants to date. They've been to hell and back, literally. And he had a situation, and she waited up for him, and he came back. Like basically, she thought he was going to kill someone, but because of her, he didn't. Like she has him
under her finger.
He loves her, so he's willing to do anything he has to do to get her. But she has him basically seeking counseling to try to let go of some hurt he got going on. He's not saying, but she know he does. And he's opening up to the man because he feel like he can relate to the man. Long story short, he went out. He did not kill the guy because he had love for the guy, and it was because of her he did not kill the guy. Because if it wasn't for her, he would have killed him. He came back home. He told her that he always wanted to do her on the countertop. And she said, what about the kids? And he said, fuck them kids. I felt that.
What you mean?
He said, fuck them kids. He said,
you don't care if they see here?
He don't care if them kids see, hear, no nothing. I felt that.
I
felt that.
I don't want that.
I felt that.
I
felt it.
I think when your children are younger, it's easier to navigate your sex life better. I don't care what nobody says.
Until they start imitating you.
Yeah, until they're older. Because the older my child got, at this point I had my niece too. I couldn't just have niggas over at night.
You did?
But those motherfuckers were nosy, so I really couldn't. Like I had to go over there, and I didn't want to go over there because I just didn't want to. You know, sometimes men are not as like clean as
I don't want you to know why I stay.
It was the same. You know how it was the same person, so it's not like I was really just kind of like losing anything. But I think, and you know what you said, something about like that whole counseling thing. And I remember in like trying to heal within the relationship, offering, well, why don't we just do counseling? Or maybe you do individual counseling.
A lot of men are open to that.
They are open to that if they think that them saying yes will get you back. Because I was
that's only if they're on the verge of losing you. But when you're in a relationship and you're going through a hard time such as it's so hard to where you can see that man changing and shifting to where you can tell that he cannot handle this storm. Mm-hmm. And you say, okay, let's go to counseling. And he say, no, what do I do? And I only say, let's go to counseling because we need a mediator.
Right.
You feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. Maybe we need to voice our opinion to this person, someone that I don't know, someone that you don't know, so someone can say, hey, man, you wrong. Lady, you wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong so I can save my relationship. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men are open to that.
They are, they aren't.
I
agree. Now, when
I was older, but not young men.
I feel like most of them when they're in a I don't know why some would, some wouldn't, but majority is a no. I can say when I was married, my ex-husband did. We did do it.
That's because he thought he was gonna lose you.
Yeah.
Now when the nigga think they gonna lose you, they gonna do it. They gonna open your door, close it, they may pick you up, put you in the car.
And see, and I remember going through this session with this. It was a minister, and I remember going through this session, and it was really useful because he was like, he made us stand. He did this exercise. He was like, stand up, and I stood all of my 5'1" glory, and then my ex-husband is like 6'2", 6'3". And he kind of like, he was like, now Avian, some of the things that you said to him. And he told my ex-husband to like get down on the ground, like just sit down. He was like, that's how you make him feel. And the dramatic part of me, it did. I was like, oh my God.
And I understand that too, but you wouldn't have known that had y'all not had someone to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And because when you're upset, and I feel like when you're upset in your relationship, you're trying to get a man to just not per se agree with your feelings or agree with how you feel, but just understand how it makes me feel. I'm not saying that you have to feel how I feel, but what I'm saying is respect how I feel.
Right.
You ain't got to say, okay, I ain't gonna do it again, or you right. You ain't got to tell me I'm right, but just say, okay, I understand how you feel. That's all I want. That's it.
And I feel like, because these are my feelings, I feel like when you're in that vulnerable space of going to therapy, and because therapy uncovers like the layers, and I think that's why men don't want to go, because it's going to peel back some of those layers that you don't want to be exposed. Because they're
not ready to do it.
And they're not ready. And I'm gonna be honest, therapy, when I started going to therapy individually for myself, and I started hearing how I act, how I behave, my demeanor, I didn't like myself. I didn't. I was like, bitch,
you crazy. Okay, well, leave me alone.
Hey, I agree. Now, if you don't like me, then leave me alone.
But again, I've said leave me alone a couple times now, so maybe I am crazy if you won't leave me alone.
Well, maybe they're the crazy one, because clearly you're not gonna leave me alone, and that's just how that's me. You ain't. I'm not that crazy because you're steady coming back. And oftentimes that has been something that, like, for me, that I wouldn't say like calling me crazy is like a trigger. But it used to be like, don't call me that.
Don't call me crazy.
Don't call me.
I don't care now.
Bitch, I'm about to show you one.
I'm about to show you how crazy I get.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it. I got a trick for you, and it ain't magic. So
I just got to a point in life where I'm like, I'm getting somebody back.
Your revenge?
No, not my revenge. Just like, if you make, it's like this.
I started glowing when I heard revenge, because I love it.
Not revenge, but just like, I'm like this one. Like, if I meet somebody and he do something to piss me off, I'm gonna get you back. You're gonna be pissed off at me. That's where I'm at now. Like, ain't no slide no more. Ain't no nice nada. No, it ain't no. Okay, that's okay. I forgive you. All right.
Right. And now me, now the first time I tried to extend grace. Now, because this is a particular guy that we kind of like, we're just friends, and we really like each other in some capacity here and there.
So you say you like him?
I mean, I do.
Oh, so you like him again?
Yeah. And what? But I have so much compassion for him because I understand his life story. So I do have compassion. But I also have to make sure I set a boundary. All right, now you ain't gonna be
I'm just
because you ain't gonna. This ain't no slip and slide. You ain't about to act no damn fool with me now.
Oh, so you okay? We're gonna talk about this. This is something new, y'all. Me and her gonna have to talk about this. This is totally different from what I thought. Okay.
What?
Nothing. So I got some questions about Danae.
Yes.
So, as a woman in a relationship, do you feel like it's best to hold in certain things? Like, when you hold in stuff, as a woman, it's already kind of hard. Men, I'm not gonna say men, but it can be made hard to where we stop expressing ourselves because we feel like we can't get through to the man. So you hold it in. Do you feel like that's healthy?
No. I definitely think you have to express it now. I've gotten to a point where I used to, like when she said that in that video, that she kind of just held it all in, and then at one point it released. I was that person. I remember my ex. It's like I vividly remember going through something similar, and it's like I remember some bitch was like sending me messages, and you know, and he didn't know how I knew some of these things. But I never said, like, you know, because one of your whores sent it to me, you know. So I kind of like held it in but it started to make me crazy. I started to lose myself. I was going crazy. But that wasn't that good to be going crazy.
Hold on then.
It just wasn't.
Yeah. And I say all the time, I ain't accepting nothing that ain't doing it for me. I mean that with all my heart.
So I hold it in though. And if you have a problem, now if you feel like you're going to be irate when you express yourself, give yourself time and then say, hey, let's talk about this.
So, okay, so what about this? You know how some people say, pick your battles, pick your fight. You know, like maybe that's not enough to argue about. Are you one of those people that feel like, okay, this may not be enough to argue about, or this may not be enough to even say something about, but I'm going to say it anyways?
It depends on what it is. I feel like anything that bothers you, you need to address. Now, if it's something that triggers you, you need to address your own triggers.
Maybe my magnifying glass just goes, it comes out, and it just, I'd be like, wait a minute now, hold on.
Yeah.
But it has been cases where I'm like, you know what? It would be easy, and I'm going to see if it come back to me. Because a lot of times, with your intuition, if something's going on or whatever the case is, you ain't got to say nothing. Because when it hit the fan and hit the tape, we're going to be able to put it together piece by piece.
Right.
So I get that. I feel like I'm an expressor.
Me too.
Now, when I stop talking and I stop expressing myself, be worried, because I mean, I'm either just trying to figure out how I'm going to be okay without you, or I'm over it.
You tapped out.
I'm tapped out.
I'm tapped out.
But for the most part, as long as I'm expressing, I'm letting you know this because I care.
Right.
So I'm not going to hold it in unless you have to really, really piss me off. I'm like, you know what? It's just best that I keep this to myself.
I don't want to go through that anymore. Because I remember how crazy I was getting. And then I would come to my friends, you know, and my friends were probably tired of, I'm sure they're tired of the same shit.
When you go through the same stuff, you get to a point where I ain't gonna call my friend and tell them about this
right,
shit. Right, because I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm stupid at this point, but I still want to be with him, so I'm just gonna be quiet. Yeah. So,
but that's self-awareness. Like I was aware how dumb I looked. I was aware that I was putting up with stupid stuff. Shit. I was aware that I was looking foolish. I was aware that I was being nothing but.
But it's like this, you know, like when you meet an older lady, it's where you meet some people that has like older couples that have been together, and they be like, you know, baby, I'll say this. Somebody mom told me that you have to go through the mud to see the light.
What type of mud? Because I don't want to go through trauma.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, at this point, it's just like, dang, like, how much more can I take? But she was like, sometimes you have to go through the mud for it to be what you're expecting. And I hear that a lot from older women.
That's the thing.
But I don't know if I can be strong like the ladies.
Yeah, but think about it. Some of them ain't have a choice. I have a choice.
Yeah, I got a lot of choices.
Okay.
I can tell you now, I don't think I'll make it as no slave. They'll be in love with me and cute me because I'm definitely. You're going to put me in the house because I am not doing no outside.
I ain't even going in the house.
Too hot.
You take me to the ocean. When I hear it, because I work with some women who are older, been married 20 plus years, 15, 20 plus years. And you know, they kind of elaborate on that too, about how, you know, we've never had major issues. And I love that about them saying that, like, we've never had like the cheating scandals or whatever, but the life turmoils are those of, you're going to probably lose a parent. You might lose a pregnancy. You might go through sickness. You might go lose you might lose your job. Those are the type of in the muds that I'd rather get it out. I don't want to get it out. You done cheated on me with your 11th bitch and the 12th is at the door. I don't want to do that.
That cheating. I want someone that's for me. Someone that loves me. Someone that I can learn from and he can learn from me. You know what I'm saying? Like someone that's like, you know what? Ma'am, listen. I got a woman at home and I ain't about to lose her fucking with you. I need a nigga that say that right there.
Now, because I saw this on social media too. And to some it might sound like I'm contradicting, but one of them says, is cheating a deal breaker? I say no, it depends. It really does. Depends.
Because nowadays, you just better hope I don't cheat on you, babe.
You better hope. You better hope, damn it.
That's all I'm going to say.
And I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker because at the end of the day, we are still human. So I do have to extend grace where grace is needed. But it's not going to be something repetitive.
Yeah, you don't have you can't cheat on me 5 times or a couple. I mean, it has to be a situation. Now, I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna pay for that cheat.
Monetarily, with a trip. It depends on how you treat me too after the infidelity has been acknowledged. Now, if you acting like an asshole, you bet your bottom dollar I'm cheating on you.
But because what I don't understand is how, like, every time a man cheats, he always get caught. Like, he may not get caught with that particular woman, but when something hit the fan about another woman, then everything you have done comes out. Because I'm telling you, I can put it together.
You wanna know what's an older woman told me that she said, baby, this is what she said. She said, when it comes to cheating, everybody is not, we're not oblivious to that men and women cheat. She said, men are like dogs. They shit and they leave it there. Women are like cats. They shit and they cover it up. So I think for us women, we
think about it. We being planned it out so good to it.
Not me. Now, if I want you to know, you gonna know. I got him good.
I only cheated one time. I did not get caught, but I got cheated on right after that. And it hurt my feelings, and I was like, I can't cheat no more. Now, I can't say how it's gonna be. And I at this age, y'all, I honestly, this is talk. Part of me want to say I'm gonna get you back, but I don't want to do that with the man I love. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, like, if we having issues at home and you feel like you about to cheat or you feel like you got an urge or whatever, you almost cheated, I know it's going to be hurtful. It's going to hurt my feelings. It's going to have me thinking, but I want to sit down and talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because just us communicating about it lets me know that, hey, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I agree.
Yeah.
And we don't want to admit that it could possibly be you.
Now, this is the question.
It's up.
Can I go to my man and say, baby, look, you had pissed me off so bad. You had hurt my feelings so bad to where I kissed the man and I almost gave him something, but I didn't because I thought about you. That nigga is going to lose his mind.
Your good is gone. Your good is gone.
That's unfair.
It's unfair.
But I will hope that, I can, that when I do get to, because I'm saying the next man is going to be my husband. I don't want no boyfriend. I don't want to just be having sex with nobody. I'm good without all that. I need me a man that supports me and my baby. I need that. I need a husband at this point. So I want to say that the next time I get in, when I walk into this next chapter of my life, I want to say that, if shit get hard to where he like, damn, baby, it's some temptation. This woman coming hard. She giving me shit. She ain't giving you ain't cleaning up. You ain't cooking. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't got to worry. I'll be cooking. I'll be cleaning. But, just the example, when it do come to that, I want him to be like, let's talk. Let's really sit down and talk, because if this shit don't get straightened up, I can't say I ain't gonna go out here and mess with this woman right here. Because,
baby, it's a shift in this household, and
I get my man head every night if we can have that kind of discussion.
Yeah.
If he can actually pour his feelings out to me and let me know his actual feelings before, like, I'm not gonna say before, but to prevent himself from checking out because he really want this.
Right.
Shit, I may put on some heels every night before I get
every
night, every single night.
And I think women don't. They're too prideful to say that okay, I gotta step my game up to protect.
Yeah, most women always point out he did this, he did that, but what did you do? What did you do to cause him to do that? Because we play a part in it too.
Because my mouth used to be reckless.
You cannot be little man.
This mouth used to be reckless, and I can see why a nigga would want to go upside my head.
You gotta be hit upside the head. I'm just asking. I mean, since we talking about it, you been hit upside the head?
I had a whole birthday cake threw on me before.
That ain't hit upside the head. I mean, that's embarrassing.
I had a fresh
press.
No, and the cake was pretty decent. It was good. I mean, I bought it. It was good.
Might as well.
And motherfuckers, whoo, I was like, well, dang. I just said that. I was embarrassed, and I just kind of like ate the cake. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, hey, I used to be reckless. I'm not anymore. And, going forward in these next relationships, I want to make sure that I am the most healed version of myself. Mm-hmm. And so far, I think that every man that I have came across can, they're not getting any type of traumatic past relationships from me. I'm not putting up with no BS though. Like, I don't have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. So, some say I act nonchalant, and it's just like, well, you know, I didn't think you cared because you have not expressed yourself.
And I realized that
manner.
about a man. It's sad but true. But you, it's like you want, like I want to be loving. I want to be caring. I want to show my man all of me. I want to show him how I feel about him. Can't be like that.
Right.
I mean, maybe it can.
You have been watching Verbal Elixir with Nadi and Avi. Make sure you tune in every other Sunday to catch these young ladies in action. And continue to support Social Goats. And we appreciate y'all. And like I said, we're about to get these ladies right back in here, okay? Y'all hold up 1 second. Continue to support Social Goats. And we appreciate y'all. And like I said, we're about to get these ladies right back in here, okay? 1 second. All right, ladies, let's go.
Okay.
But you know how like when you first meet someone, she basically was saying like how when they first started talking, everything was perfect and this and that, and then of course it's like it'd be perfect, and then normally the man does something and it just messes it all up. Why? Why?
I think oftentimes I think it deals with your upbringing. And I just had this conversation with my cousin that most men that I have dated that has had like a relationship trauma, they've had issues with their mother.
You may be onto something. You may be onto something.
They've had mom.
So you're saying that that's the root to every situation or most situations?
Not every, some.
So you're saying that when it goes good and then it goes sour, that's when they get scared.
Yeah.
Because of the hurt they had.
Right.
Now, relating to the book that I read, Epic, his mom, so the dad left her and had another baby. And
okay, I see it. Like so the service was getting bad for a quick second. It's back on. Look, we back on. the I don't know what's up. The internet going in and out,
but he said that his mom left because she just changed. She turned to a whole different person because his dad left one day and he ended up having a baby, and he used to beat her and everything else. I mean, beat him every day. And it's like when she was beating him, she was talking to the dad. She was letting out her feelings.
oh, okay.
So I mean, it's like that book I be reading, it be like, God dog, it's a fairy tale, but like, ooh.
Now, most people, they write their books
based on traumas they've had in life.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a wife and husband that write these books.
Now, I can't say this. I briefly talked to this guy, and he had a really traumatic experience. I'm in the military, you know, and he had a really traumatic experience, and with his mom and his stepdad. I'm talking about really traumatic. You know, I guess his mom was being abused or something. He was like really honest with, I won't ever probably take you serious as long as you can. You know, like that. I understood that me being in the military was so traumatic for him that he could not get past that. And that, yeah, like he couldn't get past that. And I was like, well, dang, you know, I ain't your mama. But things I do to you, I ain't your mama.
Ain't gonna do that to you.
Okay. But I understood and I wasn't upset. I was like, it is what it is. And I had to move on because I understood that his traumas, his issues, and his problems were not mine to solve. And it was not my place to try to figure it out for him either.
So, with that being said, you just said it. Never mind, you said it wasn't your place to help figure out. So, say, how do you, like, do you feel like when you meet a man and he's going through those kind? So, like, most men don't express, like, hey, I got an issue with my mama. Or, hey, I went through this with my mama. So, hey, I feel like this. And I'm sorry, I may come off to you like this, but it's just some shit I done went through. You don't find that out until you be like, I'm not fucking with you no more.
my granny, my mama.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
was just gonna ask you, like, do you feel like, you know, do you feel like you should try to help a person, but you know, so don't worry.
No, if you have me privy that, you know, I have dealt with these particular issues from my mom used to beat me twice on Sunday.
When it comes to kids, I'm taking care of kids like they're mine. If I'm in a relationship with
I agree.
I'm taking care of kids like it's mine. Like your kid, our kid ain't going without. If we go somewhere, we're gonna look like a family. We should. We're gonna be the baddest family when we pull up in the room.
Okay.
And I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But when I say baggage, I don't want you coming in this talking about some your last situationship, your relationship. I don't want to hear shit about that bitch.
She hurt me.
I don't care about
I'm
that.
still hurt.
You here right now.
Go to hell.
You eat them greens and that cornbread and everything else, so I don't want to hear nothing about her ass.
Sure. Perhaps to hell we should go.
Go on with that. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm good with that. So, next question. Do you feel like there's a time limit on like how long you gonna put up with some shit from a man? Or okay, so you gonna say it's I got 30 days to put up with this 30 days and I'm done putting up with this shit, or it's more so like I'm just tired. I can't do it no more.
It depends on what am I putting up with.
Okay,
because if you're sick, I'm gonna have to put up with
well, that's out the equation. Because if you're sick, I'm here to you right. Go on to the next place. I'm not leaving your side.
Right.
Now, financially, I'm not gonna say I'm walking away financially because times get hard. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if you're trying and you're trying to do, if I can see you trying, I can see you doing something. You got me. Right. But when you ain't doing shit, I got to go. Right. But if you're trying and you're doing something, you got me.
Slow progress is better than no progress.
Because that can always be me.
You're right.
They can always be me. And
it has been me.
And I always say that.
It has been me.
I ain't never given, I'm not going to give up on anyone because I don't never know when I'm need somebody not to give up on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you cheat. You cheat. The bitches calling my phone. Or sending me messages on whatever social media platform you're sending on. Or you looking at me sideways in the store. Because I was driving down the street one day and the bitch like looked over in my car. I'm like, what you looking at? I'm like, I hope you ain't messing with my man because I'm gonna get it when I get home. I'm gonna get it when I get home. I don't know who she is, but I don't like how she looked at me. She looked at me like she know my car or something. Who is this? I'm just saying.
I felt like that. I felt like them hoes were on my ass. Them hoes were on me, and I was very insecure. As far as I was very insecure.
It makes you say, what does she have that I do not have? Right. What am I doing what is she doing that I'm not doing for my man? Right. Which really, them bitches don't be doing shit.
Right. And that's how, oh Lord, that's how I felt. Like I felt like, essentially, I made myself so insecure that I kind of felt like they were watching me. They were.
You watch me now. I got a show for you. That's all I'm saying. You're looking. True. I got a show for you. Don't look this way. True. I got something for you. I mean that with all my heart. You watching? I got a show for you.
So yeah, I think that particular thing. Like I said, I have been. I've been there. I've done that. You know, and for me, it just having like a brood type of thinking. Ooh. Like I said, the healing for me now. Let me ask this. So what does healing look like for you now?
For me?
Yeah. Now that it's been a good year, what does healing look like for me now?
So for me now, like when I get in like a hard spot, I write now. It's any and everything I'm thinking about because I'm trying to get it out of my mind, out of my body. I'm trying to pour it out. Okay. I feel like that's a way that I can heal, I can get past or move on. Mm-hmm. But now for me, healing is just being able to accept and understand who I am and what I deserve. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know that, and as hard as I work to get where I'm at and to continue to be where I'm at and continue to strive further for me and my baby, this is what it is.
I agree. I think for me, healing looks fun and peaceful now. Like peace. It's peaceful.
Because when I don't have Jersey, I don't have to go and be with somebody. I'd be right here on this couch. Knocked out. I probably watch the same episode, the same show over and over again.
Having your appetizer. What? I like that ass knock out on this couch having an appetizer.
You will say you ain't got nowhere to go. I'm good. I ain't going nowhere.
I don't have nowhere to go either.
I'm content with me. Like when I look in the mirror, when I put on clothes, I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like healing for me is just being able to feel good about me. Like, okay, he couldn't do it, but someone will do it. Or maybe he can't do it right now, but whenever, whoever, however it comes, they gonna know that they lost or they're ready for whatever it is.
I feel much beautiful now.
Definitely.
Even when I was going in a toxic relationship, or I wouldn't say toxic, but a traumatic relationship, you know, he would say, "You're beautiful, your body is beautiful, you this, you that." It did not resonate with me. It didn't sit well with me because you know, well, I can't say you're putting me through things because I put myself through them, but you're not making me feel that way. Telling me and making me feel still go hand in hand, and I wasn't getting that.
And I can relate to that because I know someone asked me, am I one of them people that needs affirmation? I do.
Yes.
Even though you told me 100 times that I'm beautiful, you don't understand how you just saying, hey, beautiful, or good morning, beautiful. You don't understand how that make me feel.
Yeah.
From the person I want to hear from. Now, it don't count from just anybody. I will say that. But when it comes from that person that be like, baby, you look good. Or, you know, you pretty. Yeah. Or, you know, you got a nice smile. Or, I'm proud of you. Or, I'm happy to be with you. That shit just be like, damn,
foreplay starts.
I'm telling you, right then and there. Right then and there. Like, I need that. I'm that person, and I make sure I tell my baby I love you. Mm-hmm. You know, you're pretty. You look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't never want her to feel like she has to have that. Like, I feel like I need that. I need to hear that shit. But I can't say now. Like, I feel like I've evolved a little bit, and you know, I kind of feel more confident is my word this year. I'm confident in my own skin.
Right.
Like when I put on my clothes, I'm like, okay, bitch, come on. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. But when you're, you know, you love someone, you kind of, you don't see it, but you lose a shell. You lose that confident shell when you're trying to love someone else. Because you're so focused on loving them to where you forget to love yourself.
And I think that's where I was. Like, I was trying to prove to a man why I'm worthy.
Why I'm the one.
Why I'm worthy of being loved and why I'm the one.
And why you should be cheating on me.
And listen, and it was crazy because after I had, and it's always like that. After you have completely surrendered and given, and that's what she talked about. That girl moved away 8 months. For 8 months, she moved 24 hours away, a 24-hour drive away to another state. And here come this man coming back, running after her. I want you. I have to have you. I need you. Got back and still did the same thing. Like, what was the purpose of it?
Ain't nailed at this point.
It wasn't. And to me, that's exactly what I had been through, dealt with. Like, you know, putting up with the healing is beautiful for me.
It
now.
is. It's ghetto.
It was absolutely ghetto.
Fabulous.
It's
you know what's ghetto?
What is?
Paying bills.
It's real ghetto. I'm ready for a soft life.
I'm just you please. Don't go. What about the bills?
You want your dick sucked twice a day? You pay the bills? Shit. Hell yeah, shit.
I seen a snap, like a little clip of you know who Shannon Sharp is?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a fire man. So you know who Skip is too, right?
The white man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So Shannon has his own little talk show aside from him and Skip.
I watched a few of those.
Did you see the clip with him and Steve Harvey? The recent clip, I seen it surfacing around, I think Instagram, and I just watched it. It was just like a little short clip. A little short clip of him asking Steve Harvey. It was like, I don't know if Shannon asked Steve Harvey or it was just a topic, but something about, I don't know. Let me see. It was like a man asking what a woman brings to the table, and Steve Harvey was like, you know, you the man, you supposed to do this and you supposed to do that. Like, people may be hating on Steve Harvey, but he be having that shit right about these men though. Like, like you meet some men nowadays that be like, I have met, I kind of felt conversation with a guy, and he was just like, I need me a woman to do this and do. I'm like, oh damn, you know what I mean. You're really a man, because it's hard. Like, I feel like sometimes when you meet men, most men don't be about, I'm a man, I'm taking care of my house. Like, I've had a man say to me before, I ain't paying no bills for myself. We going half.
Now Gucci is driving.
And again. I'm not saying nothing ain't wrong with that. When we're in this situation and we may have to do half and half because we're trying to make sure our house balance.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that.
If we have a goal.
If we have a goal and we're doing it, I don't have a problem with it. If you fall short and I have to take over, I don't have a problem with it. But I need to know as my man, you the man and you supposed to be taking care of this because you can't make no decision for us or this house if we're going half on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
You love her, right.
but I don't mind. Don't get it twisted. I'll do whatever. I go to best for mine. I will. I do not mind. But I just feel like as the man is supposed to be able. And I didn't understand. But now I understand because I've heard it a couple times. I want to be the man. I need to be the man. And now when I look at it and think about it, okay, I understand what a man means when he say I need to be a man because a man can't make no decision to be a man if he's not doing what a man's supposed to do. So now I understand it. I didn't understand it then, but now I'm like, okay,
You get it now.
I get it.
I get it. And a man is going to protect and provide for who and what he
however
wants.
he got to do it.
So if you are the one that he wants to be with, he's going to protect and provide. Hell, even if he don't want to be with you, because I still had a man still cheating on me from sea to shining sea and still protecting and providing. So I mean,
that don't mean he won't be with you though. He just was.
He's a whore. Oh, I love the whores. I love a reformed whore. Don't get me wrong. I love a reformed whore. But yeah, so like I said, if y'all have not watched that particular segment with Danae, I think it was like. What was that podcast called? I can't remember, but Danae Jackson. I can't remember what it was.
Put it on YouTube in a couple.
Yeah, Danae Jackson. Listen to her story, and
it make you think.
It does. It resonated with me as a woman who has been through some things, and like I said, I'm in a place now where healing. I'm in a healed place where it's funny. My therapist is off for the summer, so I am free. I'm raw dogging life right now. And I'm okay with that because I'm about to cut up all summer. I will be back with her August. And I can't wait to tell her some of my escapades. So
you ain't had none.
I'm going to have some.
Okay, y'all. She's gonna be gone for 2 weeks and then she's gonna come back and she's gonna be right back to going to sleep and going to the gym. She don't even come out her damn room. She's like a little damn pyramid. So just what she be doing. So
well, yeah, it has been a pleasure. I think our time is absolutely up. And next time you see me is going to be in July. And please welcome our co-hosts or our guests with open arms in my absence.
You're going to be turning up with you. We'll be drinking wine because you don't drink.
I don't drink wine right now. I'm going to drink when I come back. I just couldn't drink before I left. I had to lose the weight.
You're not going to be drinking.
I'm not going to drink a lot, but I might take a sip.
What's the point? I'm buying a bottle of 1942 for my birthday.
I thought we was going somewhere for your birthday.
And I'm going to have that bottle with me. Yeah.
We need to go somewhere for your birthday. Okay, y'all. It has been a pleasure. Can't wait to see y'all in the next one. And again, this has been sponsored by Pretty Self Donata.
I got something coming, y'all. Just know I got something coming. Something coming. I got something for you, ladies. You being. I got something for you. Okay, it's coming.
Yes. All righty. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Give us great feedback.